Hello everybody and welcome to August's update. Welcome to the August update from Medway Peninsula. Now, as in the last video, not too much has happened, really, because of the exceptionally hot weather that we've been suffering. Now, I have ventured into the garage, and usually in the evenings, just to do a little bit of running shots and having a look and measuring up and seeing what I wanted to do. But I could only really last a sort of 15-20 minutes. It really was too hot. But that doesn't mean I hadn't done anything, and I had been doing some painting the figures, sitting in the garden and doing it there. So that's yeah, it wasn't time wasted, and you'll see that a little bit later. What else have we got? Well, there's a visit to Essex to see John at Xhaven, and there's a special bonus guest as well. We'll have a look at not quite new arrivals. It's one that I've had for a while, but got Robert Boomerang just to do some work on it. Also, you'll see improvements to a terrier, and also Rob has put some lights in for me in some coaches, and that's an ongoing project that we're going to do. What else? Yeah, Malcolm Saunders, if you remember a video back, done some containers for me. Well, he's been doing some more printing, and there's lots of little bits, so we'll see that in a second. As I mentioned, there will be having a look at the painting I've done, and then we'll finish off with some running shots. So there we are. Sit down, grab yourself a cuppa, take a look. Right, here we are in the famous Exehaven shed with John and Chris from Bognor, Regis.
How are you going to do your platforms, Chris? How are you going to make them? You're going to make them out of... Well, I'm going to use two platform making. Yeah, a bit like that, yeah. Well, that is, yeah. What have you done in the this one over here. But don't look at though, is it? No, it's all right, but I think it's the... If you can get the curves not too sharp, you're going to be okay.
But you know, I don't know where to look first. I really don't.
Look wherever you like. If you want to come under here, please do. Oh, it's going the wrong way.
No, I'll tell you, that start from here. So what? That's not.
That's a scale seams.
It is.
Yeah, but I've
Your first one.
no. Well, it was actually. It might have been, but I did kit bash it because I wanted it to look like Sigmund Station, which the buildings do now.
Oh, the infamous Pullman.
Yeah.
See, the problem I've got with my, it's not a problem. I'm actually modelling the little thing.
Yes.
So I had a go at the engine shed.
Yeah.
Well, when I look at it now, but I learned a lot from that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Yeah. Well, the best way now is not the last one.
Can't oxidate, can you?
It's about 30 odd quid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guys have got a few Zens in mind. So I've got like them because you can just by changing one CV, you give it a profile. So if you want a slow freight train, it does that, and it does all the acceleration and whatever.
Yeah.
For you.
But it's all inbuilt anyway with,
Yeah.
with these braking ships because, you know, like for instance, well, the 50 and the steam engine have got that built in, and you have to learn when to stop the train and get it to stop
Yes,
where you want it to.
But that's part of the fun of it, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's funny because I was saying to Kev earlier, I'm not really into trains, but I love them, and I like building this. Fantastic.
Train sets.
Yeah, it's something that fascinates me about the whole thing. Trying to explain that to some friends, you know, that don't get it. Although, having said that, a lot of my friends have come around and gone, oh my God. Because I thought, you know, they all thought just
They think like an ordinary old train set, I think, yeah. Going up to Xhaven, where Bognor will be, and then around the back's going to be my filling yard.
oh right, okay. So, you know, there's lots of things I can do. These are just practices, really. But this one will probably end up being, yeah. So another one.
It's quite amazing, isn't it? You look at it, and when you start to build it, then you go into it with more detail.
That's it. Like the other platform.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, then I've got to put one in the side.
Right, okay, now having looked at this,
Yes.
it's two as much.
Yeah. You reckon?
Well, I think when you're trying to learn it from YouTube,
Yes.
it's different.
Yeah.
But when you see it now, right, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, what's the next step you're doing?
Right, well this track that comes down from here, goes underneath here. This will lead into the harbour area.
So it goes down here,
Yeah, underneath there.
down here,
Underneath there. Yeah,
across there,
yeah. And then there'll be another track that comes down here, which is, it'll go under there and down, and that's where the
Well, thanks very much, John, for the invite, and it was great to see Chris there as well too. Now, seeing the layout up close and personal, as it were, really does show the work that John's gone into building Exhaven. It really is a brilliant layout and has got so much potential. And I must say, the camera always puts on a few pounds, and also makes things look larger than they really are. And I really did notice how small Engage is, and my hat is truly doffed to the Engage guys. Yeah, I struggle sometimes with the O gauge, with the sight and the dodgy fingers. So how the Engage guys do it, I don't know, and it's brilliant modelling. And had a fantastic time down there. So thank you very much, John, and also great catching up with Chris at Bognor Regis too. So thanks, guys. Okay, so new arrivals. What have we got? Well, first up will be a Britannia, Firth of Tay. And I was looking out for Britannia for quite a while, but was slightly sort of put off by the 200 plus cost for a DCC ready new one. I had a little tour through eBay, and this was last year, and I picked this one up for I think about £95. And I wanted to sort of send it over to Rob to put in some headlights and a sort of firebox flicker on it. And I then decided, I think that from Roads and Rails, they do a lock sound decoder with the Britannia sound file. So I got that in it. So let's have a look at that in a mo. Also, I had a terrier, a Hornby Terrier, that I liked, and it was lovely in the Kent and East Sussex Railway blue livery, but and probably through to my track work, but it wasn't a great runner. It would stall at various parts of the layout, and not on, I don't think, bad track work. And Rob did have a look at it and adjusted the pickups, but it was still a little bit hesitant. So I said to Rob, I don't mind having a carriage permanently attached to it. Would it be worth putting a stay alive in it? And will that solve the problem? And it has, as you will see, so that works nicely. I also sent Rob over a couple of carriages to have lighting put in. One carriage, and the other one was an auto coach, so you'll see that as well. So not perhaps quite new arrivals, but renewed arrivals, shall we say. Okay, let's go and take a look. Okay, so here we have the Britannia 70052 Firth of Tay. This is an older Hornby model, I think about 2000, around about the early 2000s, but very well detailed. We'll just have a little look around it. It's just come back from Rob at Boomerang, so we've got the headlights on, and if I just move around just a little closer, you'll see, hopefully, the Fireblocks flicker function, and I've put in some crew. It's very well detailed. Let's get a close up of the tender, if I can just see inside it. Rob has made a few modifications. As I say, he's put the lights on, put a firebox flicker function in, and also has made a much better connection between locomotive and tender, rather than the old fork tongue version. So if we have a little look through, if I can get that just in a bit closer, as you can see, the tender's nicely detailed. I will put some real coal in, although that is quite realistic. We've got a vent that is actually movable on the cab roof. Let's see if we can get any more details on. Now it's probably just a little too far away for focusing. If I can make a quick little move in there, you can see the overhead warning notices on there. And it keeps flicking in and out of focus, so let's see if I can get it there. But yeah, really pleased with it. So yeah, let's see it in action. Okay, so here's the Britannia class, Firth of Tay. So I thought I'd just run through the sound. So let's have a little listen to start up. I think we've got the lights on. Let's try a whistle. A short whistle. A long whistle. We've got buffer clash. You may have just heard that. We've got an injector. And we have got guard's whistle. And we've also got, let's have a little look, coach door slams, let's try that. Yeah, that's a little one. Let's see if we can hear that one again. Hang on a second. So that's coach door slams. There we go. And then that's look. So that's a few sounds. And then I've just put Fireblocks glow on. So if you can just see, that's a Firebox glowing. So that was a few of the options. And if we just catch her coming round now, here we go. And I'm quite pleased with that. It's got an active brake function on the decoder. Now the Terrier is not a new loco, it's one I've had a while, but there's always been an issue with it running. It would stall, wouldn't like curves. It was just a problem, and even with pickups being checked, it apparently is a well-known problem with the Hornby Terriers. So I sent it off to Rob, asked him to see what he could do. So he's permanently connected the Hornby four-wheeler coach and has put a stay alive in there, and it seems to work. So again, let's see that in action. Well, here she is, and I think he'll agree she is running fine. Let's just catch her coming round the corner. And yeah, I'm really pleased with that. We've now got a running terrier. And we've just got Britannia in the background. And let's just see the terrier pass just one more time. You might remember from the last video that I got Malcolm Saunders, and he's on Facebook, to make some containers for me. And he done them in the bespoke liveries I wanted. And I was just saw another post for him, or from him rather, on Facebook, and he'd made some pallets up, pallets of beer, which made me thinking, wonder if he could do them for Peninsula Brewery. So I sent him a message, gave him some of the ideas I had, and yeah, surely he did. So we'll see that. But also he's made some signs up for me as well, both for the museum and for Medway Brewery, and we designed between us some names of beers that the brewery would produce. So you'll see those on the layout and in shortly. Also, I was getting through Facebook, and I can't remember what site it was, but there was a picture of a train that ran from Seville, the Ford factory in Seville, through the Channel Tunnel, through to Dollond's Moor, up to Wembley, and then eventually it would go into Dagenham docks to feed the Ford plant at Dagenham. And these was a train of transfer sea containers with the Ford logo, and I thought, oh, that looked quite nice. So I sent Malcolm the pictures that I'd got, and he certainly made me up some containers. So we'll see that as well. So thanks very much, Malcolm, and I'll just think of what next to come up with. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. So what's coming up for Medway? There's a few bits on the layout that I'm not quite happy with that I'm looking to change. So I'll keep you abreast of that. It's just adding more details. There's plenty of figures to go on. Need to finish off the service station. An ongoing large project will be to totally sort out the wiring, improve that, make it more efficient, and especially the lighting. I will be going to some exhibitions. I've got Getz, the Great Electric Train Show in October, and hope to meet up with quite a few people there. But locally, there is the Medway Model Rail exhibition at Fulpit Grammar School, sort of Rochester, Chatham. So if any of you are in the area and are going, please pop over and say hello. Now, I'll finish off with, I suppose, some sad news. I don't know if you're aware, but Rich, who helped Al out on Leighton Junction, sadly passed away. Rich was Alan's nephew, and yeah, that's really sad news. And also, we lost Chris Whitnam of Howell's Heritage YouTube channel. I've done a little tribute to Chris in a separate video that if you want to watch, but I'll reiterate again, during lockdown, him and Tim Wells done a smashing service to us by providing regular daily live streams where we could just go and chat and take our mind off what was in the middle of lockdown and all those uncertainties. So it was quite shocking news to hear that, and of course in all parties, both Al and Chris's family, my sincere condolences. So let's just finish off with some running shots, and as always, keep well, keep safe, happy modelling.